Going on, you with T1 Tone, and we at the 1045 Green Room.
Time to set this shit straight on the bus. Plus, ain't no time to hate, so get lost. Yeah, I'm hungry to plate with the sus. And I've been getting money, I wait out the cuss. I be liking the way that she was. She be loving the way that I took. Make a call up for work, spend the day in New York. Show you around if you playing your part.
Yo, check this out. Tune in. It's the boy from the Brook, baby. Don't look crazy. Come fuck with me, man. You know, come catch a vibe. Come roll with the runners. Brooklyn and Baltimore, they got a lot of similarities, but it's a lot of differences at the same time. But me personally, I feel like Brooklyn kind of solidified me as far as trying to make you more alert. Not even just on the street sense, just self-awareness. And Baltimore coming out here, that's something that you really got to make sure that you on point with. Whatever walk of life you in, you just got to make sure that you aware. New York being a fast-paced place, it kind of prepare you for the everyday, like, day-to-day thing out here. So I feel like it was a cool contrast like that. Definitely feel like New York and Baltimore had a real strong influence on my music. Because growing up in New York, music that's everything. At least it was for me. And it's like out there, every day is like whether it be lunch tables, battles at the school, before school, you going home, you trying to lock in to be the best. Like 50 Cent back then out there, like that's who I thought I was back then. I was, you feel me? But coming out here, it's like everybody out here, they really on the music wave too. And you gotta, it's one of them things. It's like, you gotta kind of, I've learned to grow a love, because at first I didn't know too many Baltimore artists that was really out here doing their thing. And I gotta show respect to a lot of them right now. Like, they making a nice wave. Like, New York and Baltimore definitely got a nice vibe right now. It's funny you said that. On the way here, I actually went back to a song I found on YouTube. A lot of people wouldn't even know how to find it, from 13 years ago. Back in high school, man. It's just like, back then I thought it was that. And it could have been, but you feel me? Going back on it now, I'm just like, you talking about certain stuff. Like, nowadays, it's like, you want to put your life, your real life, your experiences in the music, and not saying how everybody necessarily move and feel like everything gotta be in there, but you just wanna speak out of experience. And back then, it was a lot of, I'm riding Lamborghinis and stuff like that. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with dreaming, but a lot of stuff, you feel me? It's different. It's different now. That's a good one for sure, because back then I've had a real love for music way before I realized you could even make money from it. Like, music was all I knew. Even to this day, like, I have a real passion for it. So back then it was like, I just loved making music. I seen how the industry was more so, you had to have a real skill. It was a real craft back then. Like, nowadays I see it's a lot of people. It's more vibe music. Like, a lot of things are circled around. Like, if it's not playing in the club and you can't party to it, like, it's not hitting. And I don't know. I don't really. It's a bittersweet thing right there, trying to adapt to the new wave. All respect to that, because you gotta move with the times. But in the same breath, it's like, being from back then, like, the love that I got for it personally, and I'm sure a lot of other people feel the same way. It's way different. It's way different. Damn. Damn. Nowadays, you definitely have to go back. Like, it's fucked up, because I, being honest, I'm drawing a little blank on the names, but it's none of them from more recent. Like, some of the ones I've heard recently, like the whole little Meek Mill Cassie thing a couple years ago, that was cool for the time being, but it didn't hold, like, with the time, like some stuff from back then. And it's a shame that right now a lot of them ain't clicking like that. But the first one for sure that came to my head definitely was Ether. That was the whole, you felt the music back then. Like, It wasn't about you. That's what it all come down to. You had to feel it. It's crazy that that didn't even jump in my mind recently. Like, well, from the last question. Personally, I've been conflicted about that. I really had because when it first came out, I wasn't too fond of it personally, just because I don't know. It didn't hit me. It didn't. I didn't feel it. Like I said, I just didn't feel it all the way. Not that he didn't speak a lot of real stuff. It was just for me. I'm like, it seemed like he had to step out of his box. That's not what I knew Kendrick for. And it's nothing wrong with it. I definitely wanted to see another side, but you know how they kind of say the bigger person stooping down in a way. I felt like he kind of went from being more so how the industry was back then to kind of try to adapt with the times, and it worked for him in a certain way. But me personally, it wasn't all that. But then, in another note, at times he did something for the culture because when you out and you out other places and you hearing it, it's when you might feel people react to it a certain way. Like you might catch other people positively reacting, and it's kind of like a okay, it's like a welcoming vibe because it hasn't been a lot of music like that recently that really brings everybody together. So I like it for that. But at the same time, it's definitely made a lot of controversy. So yeah, it's been a bittersweet thing with that. Back then, I used to be a fat boy, so I developed a new love for overall like fitness, working out, trying to get myself together as far as like eating better, working out, stuff like that. I always loved art though, like not just musical art. I always used to love graphic design, drawing, just anything that kind of gives you a chance to like express some type of creativity. That's always been my thing. It's like nowadays I might not give myself a chance to watch it as much. I still catch myself watching Family Guy every so often. That's always been one for me. But if I had to take it back, like that the Cartoon Network and stuff like that, like wanted to wake up, watch a whole bunch of stuff, like whether it was like Dexter, Hey Arnold, you want to watch Cat Dog, stuff like that. Like that whole Saturday morning vibe, just waking up, watching the cartoon and with the cereal, whatever, like that's where I feel like drawing really came from because you wanted to just express yourself. You wanted to make yourself a character or kind of draw. You feel me? Just make something that could kind of relate yourself to something that wasn't able to be portrayed on an everyday. So yeah, drawing definitely came. My love for it came from back then, definitely with cartoons and stuff like that. I always wanted. I always Cassidy for sure. It's crazy to say that just because back then that's who you looked up to when it came to freestyle, and that was like that's what I had a love for all that. Like Cassidy, I'd want him there just because that's what my competitive spirit. I'd always want him. One of the battle rappers that I still listen to every so often. Arsenal, I like him. He real lyrical too. But if I had to probably throw in a couple of these newer rappers, I catch myself listening to like Future. Everybody, a lot of people cool, but it's hard to really put people in a box. I've thought about this hard for a long time, and I'm like, I don't really have a favorite rapper, a favorite two, three rappers. I give, I like kind of being diverse with it. As long as there's some good music, I'll give it a chance. But yeah, that's a good one. It's been, I mean, a lot of it. I feel like was the riding around, getting up, the weekends. I feel a lot of the weekends if I had to try to sum it up because just when you able to get access to just moving around when you younger, like not a lot of people had cars or had people who was able to move around with cars. So it's like the weekend was just was everything. No matter where you was going, you just wanted to get out. You wanted to be moving. Like it was just it was cool, but some fun times. Just always I feel like linking up and always thinking like, you know what, just chasing the whole music dream way before all this, and just feeling like, you know, this we about to make it. And it wasn't even on the sense of like, yo, like I said, not trying to get rich off of it. It was just it was fun. That's what life was back then. It was different. I feel like it was cool. Uh, I just want y'all need to tune in. We got a lot of new stuff coming up, a lot of new stuff in the works. Like just dropped a new video recently. About to put it on some more platforms. Yeah, we working. Popped out at a couple of little showcases. Did some stuff here and there, but stay tuned, man. T1 Tone. You can find that on Apple Music. Find that on Instagram. You feel me? Just stay tuned. Stay tuned.